This is the Sage Pizzaiolo, a £730 smart indoor pizza oven that for that price better make the best indoor pizza I've ever had, or at the very least, not burn down the garden kitchen. Now then, as you can see, I've already wrestled this thing out of its box, but the packaging alone was pretty interesting. It's like a Rubik's Cube, even that is really heavy. What you actually end up with is still like fairly heavy, but nowhere near the 22 kilograms on the box. And this isn't a sponsored video. I absolutely love Sage Gadgets. Back in the time of COVID lockdowns, you'll know when we didn't have a full kitchen, we had their Sage Smart Oven, and it generally got us through those times. 4, 3, 2. So other than this beast, what did it come with? Some instructions, pizza stone, which is great for pizza, it makes you feel like a DJ, the most shiniest pizza peel I've ever seen, and a pan with a quirky handle that we actually need to season first up. Well, actually, one other thing it came with was this sort of like cover, which is exactly the same as what it shows on there. It just sticks on there like a magnet, and I have no idea why you need that, genuinely. Yep, so this pan that comes with it, I've just given it a little bit of a wipe, a little bit like our Uncle Roger egg fried rice video, where we learnt about seasoning woks. In fact, I might do a dedicated video on that. Wok and roll. This pan also needs to be seasoned, and there's different ways to do it. You could season it in an oven for about an hour at 200°C, or this thing goes up to 400°C, apparently 10 minutes. After I put on just a teeny smidgen of oil all around it. All right, any lights come on? Ooh. Right, we need to get it all the way up to 400. We've got a dial here. Oh, that's really cool. This light means it's preheating. That one means it's ready. So this is great because it's burning off that factory scent. I'm getting a right waft of that. I wonder if anyone's ever going to bring that out as like a novelty aftershave. So we've got to put this in upside down once it's ready. Actually, just as that does warm up, look, so you've got your timer there. You've also got these different presets like defrosting, you've got the deep pan, thick crust, thin, and then a wood fire on the 400°C. Other than a frozen pizza from the supermarket, we're gonna test all of those. And the other thing on this dial here, which is really nice, it's got like a full moon and a half moon and a no moon. But that you can adjust to get the darkness right, but we're gonna use the smart technology. Oh yeah, that is angry, look at that. And you can't see the bottom one as well, it's tucked right down there. There it is. That is very, very hot. Ooh! All right, and that goes for 10 minutes. The countdown has already begun. All right, so whilst that's seasoning, the box summarizes it quite well. It's got an element IQ system. Variable density element with parabolic reflectors. That sounds very impressive, I'm sold. Radiant heat shielding, active deck heating, so I guess that's to warm the stone. And then this big old chip in the middle, smart algorithms and precise PID temperature control. So look, that's the dream, the charred base, the very rare leopard spotted crust. And of course, what the smart technology is supposed to do is make sure the toppings are baked, not burned. Oh my word, you see the smoke coming there? That's definitely seasoning. Season's greetings. I've just realised this box is so big, I can actually balance it just between there. Okay, so there's the pizza oven, and that's what it's sort of replicating there. The heat underneath, the heat all over, and the heat from above. The Element IQ system's algorithms steer power to where and when it's needed to achieve the optimum cooking performance. So it should adjust. All right, I've actually done this 3 times now. The pan looks quite well used now, and the irony is when we actually cook the pan pizza, it doesn't go anywhere near those temperatures. This brings me on to the first pizza we're gonna do, or dough. My fridge is full of 4 different pizza doughs that I made 48 hours ago. So they'll get shaped into dough balls and things. Other than this, the pan dough for, well, our seasoned pan. So this is an exceptionally wet dough. It almost reminds me of like focaccia. Add 250 milliliters of water to 300 grams of bread flour, so quite a high ratio. But the reason we're doing this first is now that our pan is seasoned, it needs to be in there to prove. Yeah, it's still quite tacky, look at that, but we'll go with it. So just dropping some olive oil down. Pan is absolutely obliterated. Yeah, I can see how wet this dough is, but it's been out the fridge about 15 minutes now. Bit more maneuverable, and oh yes, the oil will help a little bit. Cover it with a slightly damp cloth. Yeah, apparently leave it to one side at room temperature to prove, so we can push it easier then into the corners, and then of course we can make a pan pizza. But before that, we're gonna start by making a thin and crispy one. So our thin and crispy dough, it told me to put semolina in it, which I've never done, but I think some places like Domino's sometimes use it to help it get off the peel. It's also got a little bit of extra virgin olive oil in it. But yeah, look, that is way more easy to grab. Oh, ha, ha. Doesn't look that much, but remember we're gonna try and get it as thin as we can. But this one is obsessed with the semolina, which is much grittier. Now I feel like I'm at Domino's. Yeah, it's even got like the hue of it. Right, let me get this rolled out. I don't mind a thin pizza. I think they're kind of underrated. All right then, folks, I've got it fairly thin, and you've guessed it. It now says to put semolina on it. It's quite strong, I'll give it that. Get our exceptionally shiny pizza peel. Some semolina on that. All right. It's telling me to do it to the light crispy pizza setting. That is the diagram there. Also to turn the darkness of the crust down, and to do a timer for 7 minutes, so it is preheating. So we better top that pizza. Some green pesto, washed grated mozzarella, slices of tomato, and fresher mozzarella. Amazing. I really hope I can get it off the peel. Oh my word. Not as hot as it was. Oh no. Some of it slid off it cold up. Yeah, I can't save that. So look, thin and crispy, top half 235C, bottom bit with the stone warmer at 310. I've got 3 minutes left to go, hang on. This is the pizza peel for my pizza oven, and I've raved about this. Those holes in there versus most pizza peels, this isn't alone, really helps shimmy it off. My point is, I guarantee if I did that pizza on this, it would have flown in, but we've got to stay true to it. Oh, I'll tell you what, it's looking good. Oh! Oh yes, that looks really good. Look at the like golden brown colour on that. Oh, nice crunch. Had to wait about 10 minutes for that machine to cool down just so you can hear me. But how is the base? Ooh. Yep, that was actually what we're after. The nice golden brown finish on it, not completely blasted. It's still just slightly warm. Look how thin that is. That is gorgeous. And the semolina, that really does give it a crunch. You hear that? I'm not normally a massive fan of thin crust pizza, but that, despite the peel, I really don't like that peel. For our first one, has given an impressive result. So with a thick crust, you kind of want it to be like puffy and fluffy. So this is a slightly wetter dough. I've also put some sugar in it as well to hopefully brown the crust. Or at the very least, add some flavor. So I'll get the dough balls ready for this. And I'll show you what I'm going to top it with. The only other thing to say is I can definitely tell this dough is wetter. It just feels much more delicate and less coarse than the semolina, but the crunch from that was amazing. I'm going to do a test with this peel. No toppings. Okay, so the darkness back to medium. I don't really have any way of proving that that worked, but I love the light golden char on it. And then this is the fluffy crust mode. 9 minutes, which does give me 9 minutes to top this. All right, just for my sanity, I have had, look, it's sticking already. I've had to flour that, oh my gosh, again, since just moving it and leaving it for a minute. So before I top it, I'll just do my best to flour the corners before it goes in. That's all I can do. So some pizza sauce, washed grated mozzarella. Some people are gonna absolutely hate this because I'm doing a Hawaiian pizza. This thing is floured more than an Olympian about to do some gymnastics. I also wish that the stone could come out a little closer. Nine minutes, fluffy crust. All I care about is the fact that we got it on there. For the thin one, the angle was like that, which normally works. For that one, it was almost like water slide territory. All right, I'm not sure if you can see that, but it looks amazing. Boston, this could be redemption. Ooh, hang on. Oh! Oh! We've got that golden puffage. Oh yeah, sounds good. Ooh, yes. Look at that crust. It's like lightly charred, which is absolutely fine. We're not really looking for that here. But I hope you'll agree, the topping, the charring on there is just about right as well. Possible redemption? Wow. I mean, the toppings we're putting on are irrelevant. It's all about these dough ingredients and how we're cooking them. And so far, it's done really well. The polar opposite of that thin and crispy one. There's more moisture in it. It's fluffier. It's softer on the bite. So you've not got that crisp crunch that I loved in the pesto one. Yeah, you see that? Like these pockets of air that have puffed up. And of course, the fluffy crust. This is what it's supposed to be all about. And I had to bodge this recipe myself. That is outstanding. So before we revisit the pan, which has been very patiently sat back there for the last 2 hours, I found out that this magnet thing is actually, you stick that on there when you want to do the manual mode, because it overrides like the preset minutes and things. I thought that was pretty cool. Obviously, I'm not doing manual mode. Oh, the other thing I wanted to show you, this is a canvas that Phoebe has painted, right? I'm so proud of her. She absolutely loves painting. She's got a website called Cozy Craft. So if you want a custom piece done wherever you are in the world, do get in touch with her. All right, so this genuinely might be my favorite one because we've not got to worry about that peel. So that's been 2 hours. Let's have a look. Ooh, it has found its way slightly to the edges. So this pizza is going to be a real fun guy. Yes, we went there. Some sliced button mushrooms, a sliced portobello mushroom, garlic, butter, salt, and olive oil. Warm that up on our hob next to our peel that's having a well-earned rest until it looks like that. Oh my word. We also make a Parmesan and mustard white sauce. So bog standard butter, flour. All right, giving that the old whiskeroo. Milk, whole grain mustard, Parmesan. Whisk that through. All right, you can hear it, the darkness setting. We're cranking that up for this one, apparently. Really wanted to try and get a mix today of like the lighter one, the medium and the dark. I think it showcased it a little bit. Change the setting to the pan and it does actually go to 18 minutes. So we're preheating the stone so that when that hits it, it's gonna really help cook the bottom. So let's get this mustardy Parmesan sauce on there. It does feel quite nice to do like a different color sauce as well, but I'm leaving a bit of a border. Grated mozzarella again, and then this mushroom medley on top. And I guess this is just gonna weigh it down. Oh my word, that is hot. I am so much happier doing that. If you haven't spotted, you've got to push in the thing, otherwise it will just hold the temperature until you're ready, which is great. So now we have to wait 18 minutes. We do garnish it with something in the end, but right now I've got a lot of cleaning up to do. And the thing I still can't get over is this is as good as this is so far, and I do like it. There are other models that reach a similar and even higher temperature range that are a lot less. I love this brand too, and they've never been the cheapest, but like that does seem quite high. The thing that you've not got to like there is bugging me a little bit. Plus we can't see, well, I've literally trusted this. Let's have a look. Oh! Oh my word! Look at that! The puffed crust around there, it smells amazing. Apparently we blob on a few dollops of mascarpone. I wouldn't probably do this if I was in a rush. And then just a few rocket leaves. You might have heard of the song Rocket Man by Elton John. That's a rocket pan. Just while that mascarpone is melting slightly. Oh my word. Oh my gosh, that came out like a dream. What a lovely seasoned pan. Oh, lovely golden bottom on it actually. Oh, it's soft and delicate. All right, I've waited all of like 3 minutes there. I can see the golden crust on it. It's like a pizza cake. Damn, that's a good topping. That is amazing. Look, it does just look like a massive focaccia. Truly, truly outstanding. My favourite by far, but even the pesto crispy one right at the start, despite our peel problems. Outrageous. So this is it, the final boss, if you will, for today, in what has been a very delicious day. I'm still not sure my final thoughts on it, but maybe this will sway it. And we did get a spot of that crust on that pan version there. We're gonna test with a 48-hour Neapolitan dough. Nothing too crazy in here. Yeast, water, salt, and of course bread flour. This has been out at room temperature for about half an hour. I'm gonna shake that into dough. 1, can we get it off the peel? And 2, can we get that iconic leopard crust style? Which, as I say, I mean, if we pretty much get something like that, I would definitely take it. Right, I'm gonna make a dough ball and I'll see you in a minute. Yep, let's push it up to the wood fire setting there. And I think this time, we'll push the darkness up and it's got a default setting of just 2 minutes. Let's get this preheated all the way to 400C. Element, IQ, algorithmal system, I don't know. Maybe it is all just rubbish, but it's doing good. It's even started to thunder. That machine is so loud you can't hear it, but it's like building up the tension for me. I'm gonna even put a little semolina on there as well. This is where it just goes, whee! Okay, so the passata. I'm gonna grate in some Parmesan and straight into the sauce. Fresh mozzarella. Oh, wow. Oh, got a slight crease in it. But it's in there and it didn't fold over. See, this is annoying me. It's like a posh limousine. It's got a tinted window. Give me a little light. I want to see what's going on. Because basically the story of today has been whatever I think is going on is that it's hot. It gets very hot in the room you're in and it's angry. Look at that. I think around that, one of the things I'm finding today, and I am trusting it is one of the most trusting appliances you need to have. It's like a kettle. You press boil. You want boiled water. This, I've put it in. I've not checked it. Ooh. Oh. Oh, wow. Hang on. That's definitely done. Sorry. Oh, can't see no leopard, but that's right. Yeah, if anything, it looks like it was possibly like too hot. Maybe the base. Oh, yes, yes, yes. Okay, that's redeemed itself a little bit there. It smells amazing, but we didn't get the leopard. We've got the leopard from the pan. Yeah, you see, look at that. And like that AI technology said, it didn't burn the toppings. Indeed, it hasn't. It's just focused more on the crust, but I don't mind it like that at all. Alrighty. Oh, yeah. That is lovely and charred. I mean, look at the rest of it. Look at that. Okay, oh, nice, nice. I used to think that was a bad thing, but actually Italian people have told me off and said, no, no, you want it to be like that. You want it to flop off. Maybe not lose your pepperoni, but hey. Oh, wow. You can 100% taste in many ways from the crust, not just visually, but just like the texture and the taste and the charring on the base as well. But that still warm medley of infused tomato with the cheese and the pepperoni juice as well. That's worked really good. As I survey the 4 pizzas we've made, the pesto thin crust first up, our chunky retro almost thicker crust, the gorgeous pan pie, and of course our super charred, not leopardy, but still gorgeous pepperoni pizza. I do really, really like it. I don't like the peel. I don't like the lights. I love that you can do a manual mode and turn it into an oven and do loads of stuff in it. It even says about roasting vegetables. I love the results as well. I've tested some other pizza ovens and this one in particular, I just love how that turned out. And it almost feels like that last one. Perhaps, despite the gimmick of it, maybe it was too hot. An extra minute, but at a lower temperature might have made a massive difference here. But of course, this is just my first time with it. Like seasoning the pan, and in fact, the instructions that came with it, and even the recipes, they were phenomenal. I just feel, for me, although it's a brand that I love and has helped me out personally a few times, you get good warranties, it's really high quality. It feels like a good build. Just currently, as I film this, over £700 for it. It's a great bit of kit, and maybe a follow-up is comparing this to maybe a few others with the same dough, perhaps, if you want to see that. I don't know. I think I'll leave it to you to draw your own conclusions. Hopefully you found this useful. Remember, I've done loads of other reviews of appliances as a whole gadget playlist, so indeed subscribe if you're not already for regular food fun. I mean, at least I can say I've definitely been fed well, and all of it was super, super gorgeous. Hope you enjoyed the video, guys. See you later. Ciao for now. It's been a really fun video, and I think I am definitely, if I had to have one of these, that mushroom pizza, I think I'm going to use that recipe like going forward. It was game changing.